I can finally say it, Spider-Man PS4 is really good, but most of all a ton of fun to play and super rewarding because like every 2 levels you get a new suit that completely changes the way you look. Instead of doing a traditional review, I thought it was cool to highlight some things that I really love about the game and share my overall thoughts on it. In this video, I want to take a look at all the suits and all the suit powers in the game. I got an early copy from Sony and platinumed the game, so I got it all unlocked and want to show you them in this video. And of course, share my opinion on them as well. There will be no story spoilers, just like in my other Spider-Man videos, but there is a suit that is linked to the story that I will show in this video. I will warn you before that as well, but just so you know, seeing the suit will not like give you any idea of what is going on in the story though. It will not spoil anything. Anyway, just so you know, let's get into it. If you enjoyed that, then a like would be super appreciated, and let's go. Let's start with the classic suit that you start the game in. There are actually 2 variants of the suit. We got the damaged one with some cuts in the chest and the pants, and we got the regular classic suit as well. The regular classic suit has the Web Blossom suit power where you leap into the air and web everything around you. The next one you get is one we saw many times already in the gameplay, of course. Sony released before the game was out the new advanced suit made by Insomniac themselves with the already iconic white spider. It was cool to use it in the game, although because we saw so much gameplay of it already in trailers, I decided to use others more often. The suit power is great though, but you can of course also use it on other suits. It's called Battle Focus, that generates focus rapidly so you can easily heal yourself or finish enemies off. A suit you can immediately craft when you are able to visit the crafting menu is the Noir Suit from the Spider-Man Noir comic. While I really like the suit, I like the looks, for some reason it does not feel right to use it, and I think it has to do with the spider that Spider-Man normally has on his chest or on the back. Something we will see with almost all the suits in the game. It has the Sound of Silence ability that is nice for a stealthy approach because enemies will no longer call for backup when they are alerted. On level 4 you can craft the Scarlet Spider suit with the huge eyes and the overall pretty comic book style look. We saw this suit for the first time in the Web of Spider-Man comic, and it would actually be cool if you could wear the hood with this one, but that is sadly not possible. With its Holo Decoy suit power, you summon 3 decoys that taunt nearby enemies and stun them before decaying. And like I said, you can use every suit power on every suit, and it will then spawn Holo Decoys of the suit you are wearing, so that is a nice touch. On level 5 you can unlock one of my favorite suits, the Spider Armor Mk2 that shines in black with the awesome yellow spider that even finds his way to the legs of Spider-Man as well, and it also covers the back really nicely. As the name Bulletproof of the suit power suggests, it makes you temporarily bulletproof against all enemies, even snipers. And trust me, those enemies can really be a pain. On level 7 you unlock the secret war suit, and by the way, when I say unlock, I mean that you still need to craft them from tokens you find in the open world from the different activities. And yeah, the cost varies per suit, and it will be noted when you reach the required level. It has Arms Race as a suit power that disables weapons of the enemies and also stuns them. Not a big fan of the look of this one, by the way. Just don't like the color combination. I was really excited about this one, the Homecoming suit that you can craft on level 9. It's actually called the Stark suit, which of course makes a ton of sense since Spider-Man got this suit from Tony Stark in the Homecoming movie. I will also show you the suit that Peter used when he did not have access to this Stark suit anymore in the movie coming up. But yeah, love this suit and used it a lot during my playthrough of the story. The suit power is Spider Bro that I actually also used a lot, especially early on in the game, because it helps a lot in combat and builds up your focus really well. In short, it's a really powerful drone that electrifies the enemies and deals damage as well. Next up is the Negative suit that you can craft on level 11. So yes, you can team up with Mr. Negative now if you want. No, but this suit is nice because of the different color, and the suit power also has the negative energy, sending a shockwave of devastating anger. It's comparable to what the demons will throw at you when you use the suit yourself. On level 13 we got the electrically insulated suit that makes Spidey a little more beefy in my opinion. It's a little bit too much for me, although I like the suit power, the electric punch, where you electrify enemies when you hit them. We already knew this one if you watched some of the trailers, the punk spider suit that I actually like more than I thought, because the leather jacket kit and the spikes, they suit Spider-Man pretty well, and it adds some variety to the regular like red suits. You can unlock it on level 16 or immediately if you pre-ordered the game. The wrestler suit was already spottable in the room from Peter Parker in one of the trailers. I like the fact that you have bare hands, making swinging through the city pretty cool, and the suit power is King of the Ring that makes you able to throw enemies without having to web them. You can unlock it on level 19. The Fear Itself suit from the Fear Itself comic also has some sort of negative look with the cool wristbands that make you hit harder, you would think. Well, the suit power called Quad Damage does just that, increasing your melee damage so enemies drop faster after you hit them. You can craft this one on level 21, and on level 23 the next suit that I really love. It's called the Stealth Big Time suit that also looks really good during night. As the name of the suit suggests, the suit power enhances your stealth gameplay. It creates a distortion field that makes it harder to spot you. So again, really nice if you go in stealthy. So we got the Spider Armor Mk2 suit, but there's also a tree variant that looks really cool, like a sort of night armor for Spider-Man with eyes that look like stickers. No, but I really like it because of that unique night look. The suit power is pretty cool because it reflects incoming bullets back to the shooter, except for sniper bullets. So you have to be careful for those, but otherwise you send the bullets back to your enemies. You have to be level 26 to craft this one. We already knew the existence of this Spider-Man 2099 suit. You can unlock at level 29 thanks to the spikes on the hand. But yes, really awesome that this one is in the game with a sort of skull spider on the chest and the awesome mask. It has the low gravity suit power that decreases the gravity while in the air, so you can perform more air moves. The Iron Spider suit is of course in the game. It's also familiar of course from the Avengers Infinity War movie, and it means that the suit power will also be familiar because we indeed get the iron arms that makes your melee hits more deadly and also hit multiple enemies at once. And yes, you can use the iron arms on other suits as well, but they will still look like the iron arms, but not be less deadly. Overall, I think Insomniac did a great job of making this suit for the game, but I personally prefer to use other suits instead. I think it's because of the color, although I cannot like really put my finger on it. You can, by the way, unlock it immediately if you have pre-ordered the game or otherwise at level 31. So yes, that is pretty late in the game for sure, and you still need some tokens as well, so you might not be able to craft it immediately at level 31. The next one is awesome and also an original suit for this game, the Velocity suit, of course also part of the pre-order suit pack or otherwise unlockable at level 33. And I love to use this one like during night because the lights that shine through the whole body, I really like this sort of tech look more than I thought, and it looks like really different from the other suits as well thanks to the eyes. No suit power for this one, and I know that that is weird because they did tease something, but I will totally investigate and make a video about it. Next up is another spider armor, this time the Mk4 that you can craft on level 35. That looks like a futuristic classic suit. It shines as well and has the defensive shield suit power that absorbs all damage for a short period of time, so that is pretty strong indeed. The next outfit is a standout and does not need any explanation as to why that is. The Ghost Rider Spider. I mean, it's cool that it's in the game, but I'm not a big fan myself because it's too far from what I want Spider-Man to be. The suit power is awesome though. Spirit Fire that adds these flames next to you that deal damage to surrounding enemies and create openings as well because they kind of get like pushed away. You can unlock this one on level 37. The next one is for level 39, the Spider-Man 2099 white variant that I actually like more than the purple one with the awesome red chest and the white mask. The suit power is a lot of fun because it sends the enemies flying, so yeah, that is very handy on rooftops. I think it's super awesome that this vintage comic book suit is in the game. Like, it makes the game feel completely different, like you're playing with a sort of mod or something, but it does not feel out of place either. It also has the best suit power because you just insult your enemy's pride, making a fun joke about them, and there are a lot of variants as well, so it's really, really cool.
I think it's so violent. Was it video games?
Okay, it's not like good or something, although it does push the enemies back, it is just really fun to use. You unlock this one on level 41, and And the next one is the vinyl suit that is hidden behind a level requirement. This is the Last Stand suit with the leather jacket and the black pants. I really like this one with the nice gloves as well. It has the unrelenting Fury suit power that lets you deal punches left and right because the enemies cannot block or interrupt your attacks, even if they have shields. You can craft this suit for a lot of crime tokens on level 45. Next up is the suit you unlock when you have like done almost everything in the game. You namely need to complete all the districts 100% to be able to swing around in the spider undies with the red mask, of course. I mean, it is completely different from all the other suits for sure, and the suit power kind of falls in line with this suit. It's called Equalizer, where everyone goes down in one hit, including you. So yeah, this suit is really high risk, high reward, only for the best of the best players. Like one bullet will be enough to take you down, but you one hit KO all the enemies as well. It's a really fun suit power for sure. Not sure if it was worth the 100% district grind though. Where is, for example, the Raimi suit? That would have been a nice reward for this effort. If you collect all the backpacks in the game, you get the homemade suit. You can of course also know from the Homecoming movie. Really like the representation of this one in the game and love using it as well. It does not have an associated suit power though. Just like the dark suit that you get for collecting all the Black Cat toys in the world, it does look really cool with a red spider on the chest and the back and the awesome red eyes. You could like immediately go and get all the Black Cat dolls, I think, as soon as the activities open up. So you then can like immediately go and get this suit. I think the same applies to the homemade suit as well. So yeah, a nice reward for collecting all the collectibles. Okay, the next one is the one I talked about in the intro that you get for playing the main story, although I don't think that seeing it will give anything away. Okay, you're still here? It's the awesome black variant of the advanced suit that is great in the dark as well. Black and yellow are an awesome combination, as this suit demonstrates. I love the sort of mechanical look, and I use the suit power a lot late in the game. It's called Resupply and gives back all the gadgets you use during the period that the suit power is active. So you can just spam one gadget, and you also get new charges for the gadget that is currently empty. Insomniac wanted a wide range of suits with a ton of variety in the game, and I totally think that they succeeded with that. I mean, there are some noticeable missing ones for sure, but we already knew that Venom would not be in the game, so a suit inspired by that character would, for example, not make sense. And they got to leave some stuff open for future games as well. So keeping that in mind, I think the list we got right now is really cool, and there will be like 3 DLC packs coming later on as well, one in October, November and December, and they will all add new suits to the game too. But these are all the suits and suit powers you can get in Marvel Spider-Man in the main game. Totally let me know what your favorite is in the comments down below. This is just the start of my Marvel Spider-Man coverage based on the review copy I got from Sony. I will have way more videos up discussing the best suit powers, skills and way more. So yes, totally subscribe for everything Spider-Man PS4 if you haven't already. I will keep you up to date on everything. You can also support me now by clicking the join button to get some extra perks like early access to scheduled videos, like Spider-Man videos for example. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Totally check out my video on the day 1 patch. We finally got some good details, including the photo modes, but there is more, and I will have way more videos coming your way. So it's gonna be a good time. I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.